Hey guys, how you doing? Joey Battista here. Listen, today we're going to talk about 3 things that I did personally that worked for me. These are just 3 things that worked for me when I was early in the process to go from 1 to 10 million. So I have a 30-year experience track record of growing and scaling companies. And when I look at it, I've done dozens upon dozens upon dozens of things. This is like the really good stuff, right? Like the very high value, low amount of effort that make the biggest changes in the organization or your company, no matter what your size or whatever it is. You could have 4 people, you could have 400. If you don't have these things, it's going to be a massive lift for you. So here's the thing. If you find value in the message today, please like, subscribe, or share. I'm counting on you. The first thing that I did, and this is really a big deal, and there's a whole lot of runoffs from this, so I'm going to break it down for you. I don't want to drown you because some of you are early in the process, but listen, let's establish something, right? It takes a certain level of skill for an entrepreneur to get to $1 million. And here's the thing. I want to keep it fun being an entrepreneur, and I want to keep it effective. And also for some of you newer entrepreneurs, or even for some of you that have been doing it, it's important. Some of you may be at 8 or 9 million, and you want to bust over to that. You're still going to make sure you need to have these frameworks, okay? Because it's going to enable you to develop your next level leaders. And that's what we're going to talk about. Regular scheduled meetings, okay? Communication is a big deal. We'll get into that next. But regular scheduled meetings allow you to consistently deliver your message all over time, right? So the thing is, and really and truly what you want to do is you're going in there, you're going to have your daily initiatives, your sales challenges, maybe you got some housekeeping items, but either which way, it gives you the framework that you can access the people that can help you. So if the people that you hire in the company, you have a lot of great people in your company, okay? And sometimes it can just be you not tapping them on the shoulder and saying, hey man, I need your help. It helps you create a next level of leaders. So if you've established that you're going ahead and you're having regular scheduled meetings, you're having a weekly meeting, here's the thing, you should aim for in that, hey guys, what gets measured gets scaled. Listen, everybody knows one of the most common problems for an entrepreneur, they just don't know their numbers. So what I did is I created a CEO dashboard to help you out on your journey. Go ahead and click the link below and it's yours, absolutely free. Now let's get back to the video. Having 1 meeting a week and then just daily huddles, touch and go, touch and go, touch and go for action items. That's what you should really aim for. But no matter where you're at, I would say that 90% of entrepreneurs, especially in the early millions, they got really good at the thing. Maybe they're really good at, selling service. Maybe they're really good at providing whatever good or service that they do. Maybe they're actually still working in their business and not on their business. And that's another thing. This is meant to help you go from working in your business to working on your business. And these are foundationals. This is going to be foundation to launch you to the $100 million number, okay? So I'm beginning with the end in mind, and I'm not skipping steps, but I'm going in and I'm sharing the things were the most value to me along the way. This is just simply one way that works, and I can tell you that all business people, no matter what it may be, they all have the same exact thing no matter what. So here's the thing. The second one, establish a primary communication channel. Right? What's your primary communications channel within your company or your organization or what's ever happening? You have to go ahead and know exactly what it is, right? Because here's the thing. Hey, I sent you the email, or hey, I shot you a text, or hey, I called. Now, here's what I would suggest for active engagement and everything. You have to establish, Slack, Teams, whatever that may be, right? Because this gives you the opportunity to communicate, right, while you're working with each other. And it also gives the ability for the employees to get the information when they're off the clock. Listen, when I'm playing at a high level with managers, I don't play funny. I expect everybody to answer my phone call 365 days a week, 365 days a year, 7 days a week. However, when you have your task workers and some of your other people and some of the essential people that you need in the organization, now keep in mind I'm respectful. I don't cross the boundaries. It's very rare. They can count on me the same way, okay? So here's the thing is you have to have that communication because sometimes, remember, what you're looking to do is you're looking to increase engagement, you're looking to have organizational clarity, and you're looking to have buy-in from all the teammates. Somebody's off today, clearly we want to reward them for their hard work. We don't want to bother them on their day off unless it's absolutely mandatory, right? So the thing is, but now all of a sudden they wake up, they're doing this, they're up late at night watching TV, they're doing whatever the case may be. Now they can go back and look through whether it's Slack or Teams, or if you decide to do email or you decide to send videos through a text chain because you're smaller and that's more convenient, whatever your thing is, my suggestion would be, and where I had the most success was with either Slack or Teams, because that also gives a culture component to it, gives you the opportunity, celebrate wins in the company, increase engagement, and really just have that communication. And it also increases a high level of accountability. And believe me, these are things that I deal with all the time. Even myself, I have to go by. So I'm really big on frameworks. You build these things. Listen, we're all going to deviate. We fall off. There's exceptions to the rule. But it's important that we have the right framework, so every single time we're getting ready to go at a new level of scale, we hit a break point, we're looking to go to the next level. It's really important at that point in time that we have these frameworks, because what's going to happen is if you don't, you'll go to grow, and then here's where you are, here's where you want to grow, and then before you know it, boom, you'll fall down here. And you'll be like, why am I on this cycle that just keeps going? Well, here's the thing. Your people that are going to help you get there, they don't know what's going on. So that's number 2. Here's the third one, okay? Implementing trend boards. A lot of you know that I'm big on this, and the reason being, listen, I'm not some big numbers guy. Let's be really clear here for a second. Entrepreneurs that are good at being entrepreneurs, most of the time, don't love doing all this stuff. These are usually your executives that work for entrepreneurs that come in that are really good at this stuff. It's just what it is. Entrepreneurs themselves, most of the time, that can go in and solve these problems, they're not necessarily good at these things. But let me tell you something. It doesn't mean that they don't provide a tremendous amount of value, okay? So don't let your shortfalls or your limitations remove something from you. This is something that one of my dear longtime mentors went in, grew dozens and dozens of companies, coached thousands of people over decades. He's the one that ultimately came in and taught me this, and it was life-changing in my business. And I'm going to establish it. One of the things why it was life-changing is because it gave me the ability for the leaders to begin to solve problems. And it also brought awareness. So what I do is I like to run, you can use a daily KPI tracker. You can have 3 KPIs. And I did other videos on that. There's a lot of videos on that. But here's the thing. We also have a download. I'm going to go ahead and attach it to this. So if you're interested in it, go ahead and hit the download below. It'll get it for you. I want you to go ahead and look at just what the biggest 3, whatever departments, you got sales, you got finance, and you got your money, you got accounting, you got your financial piece to it, okay? I just want you to keep it really simple, okay? I don't want you to complicate it, but I just want you to get 3 KPIs from each one that you feel, that you and your team feel like would go in, and it would help align all these. So if you had regular scheduled meetings, and you went ahead and you established a primary source of communication, and then you were communicating the right numbers, that would do it. So let me tell you something. This is what enabled me to get the foundation to scale to $100 million. Because what was happening was, and probably like a lot of you, okay, you went in, a lot of you, let's face it, a lot of you are in there, you're in your business, you're trying the same thing. Either you're lacking with procrastination, or you go get a growth, or you try to do something, and you're finding yourself, this is the entrepreneur cycle. You go, you try, you go to grow, and then you think you're doing good, you think you're winning, and then you don't put these foundational pillars into play, right? And then what happens is you just keep repeating it. And here's the thing. It usually can go on for 5, 10, or 15 years. But those of you that I would consider you a cut above if you're watching this video, and the reason why I say that is because you're seeking knowledge to get better. It doesn't have to be that way for you. So either which way, listen, I appreciate your time. If any of you want to go a little bit further on this, I'm happy to help. Just go ahead and connect with me below. Either which way, I look forward to seeing you crushing and winning in your business.